Alright. Let me sit up a little. Hope you're okay. I am quite alright. I might have those little coffee fits today. Just a few. But, thanks for asking. I hope you are doing alright as well. Oh. I almost fell asleep before stream started. Laid down at fucking 7. Doing fine, so I guess so, to be honest. That's fair. Also, I did not get the Termite King gold card yesterday. I got absolutely scammed. Huh. I'm missing the reg wasp. That's wild. Didn't realize that. As you can see, those are my only gold cards I'm missing, though. I got absolutely scammed. I had before 6. I'm pretty sure I had like 4 Termite King kills, so that's like 12. Yeah, Wasp is simple. All I need to do is fight the Wasp Queen and loot the bodies constantly. Or better yet, just kill the Wasps. Anyways, question of the day. What is the best smoothie type in Grounded 2? Or find the wasp and kill them? Yeah. I prefer the Wasp Queen method because she summons an infinite amount of them. The only problem is the bodies disappear very, and I do mean very quickly. Actually, what are the chances of fucking 200 plus kills? So it'd be 1 divided by 100 to the power of, what would it be, 2.4. That's fucking wild. That's actually wild. That's the chance of me not getting the card yesterday. Of me not getting the card. Not of me getting the card, of me not getting the card. Like, why? It's so bad. Oh yeah, I need to convert blueberries. Oh, my fucking throat, man. Anyway. Enough about that. Today is about me, first off, getting the, whatchamacallit, the foods. I need the food. That is a must. I need the chunks. Yes, yes, I do. We can make that. Oh, hell no. Well, possible to get donut chunks from these, just highly unlikely. What? Where'd the ox beetle even go? He disappeared into nothingness. Like, what? Oh, depends on the builder doing it around though for grounded 2. That's fair. How about just in general? You know what? Now would be a pretty good time to deal with you. Oi! No card, unfortunately. Personally, I think in general, the best smoothie type is probably chunky. Mostly because it heals and it's also the easiest base to get. That's like actually worth something, because let's be real here, nobody's using regular smoothies once they get to mid-game. At least on higher difficulties. Because they do almost nothing. Sticky smoothies are good, though. It's just a matter of, like, are you team sticky, or are you team, beefy? That, I guess, would be the question. Do you need wasp paper? They're likely not going to come down. Smoothies can support the build and help a lot, yeah. Now, here's an additional bonus question. What do you think is the easiest good smoothie to amass? Not the easiest smoothie, the easiest good smoothie. One that doesn't just completely suck fat booty cheeks. Personally, I think it's Scorpidotes, which are oddly enough my base smoothie. There's a few good options, but overall Scorpidotes are easy. Don't get used a lot as they should, yeah. I think the second easiest one, which is probably the best overall smoothie in both games, though it has undergone a name and recipe change, is the Lady in Red. Lady in Red is super easy to get in Grounded 2. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. The hardest part is the Lingon berries, and if you know what you're doing, Lingon berries are real easy to use, or real easy to get. You can typically amass around, what is it, like 80 in a single run, like every 3 days. You just have to actually put in the time to get them. And again, as I said, doing so is not hard. And also gives you bonus resources, such as larvae spikes, which you need to upgrade weapons. Now, who doesn't want to get a smoothie that gives you more health and upgrade your weapons at the same time? Lady in Red is good mid-game and end-game probably, yeah. I will admit, early game, it's not really that useful. Definitely better off using Scorpidotes. But late game, it's actually goated. Another sort of underrated one, not because it's good, but because it's super duper easy to amass, is, whatchamacallit, workers' comp. Workers' comp? What's your question? Fire. I'll tell you about the workers' comp after. Shoot. What is the most underrated smoothie in Grounded 2? Honestly, from what I've seen, I think it's Lady in Red. For, like, assuming by underrated you mean, like, underutilized for how powerful it is. Obviously, the most underrated smoothie is probably something like Hedgelord, which is, like, actually kind of crazy, because Hedgelord is kind of good. It's basically a permanent bandage for, like, 3 minutes, which is kind of crazy. Yes, Hedgelord, what it does, they changed it from doing fuller and moist, which basically reduces food and water drain, to a sort of trinkle heal effect, which basically means when you pop it, it's a permanent bandage for as long as it lasts. I think Lady in Red is the most underrated for how powerful it is, though. Because I see almost nobody using Lady in Red, which is sad because, like, why the hell would we not want 10% extra health? Why is that underrated? I don't get it. Most underrated smoothie as a whole, though. It's probably Hedgelord, yeah. Hedgelord or workers' comp. Fair enough, yeah. Delete that. We want to deposit plant fibra. And then put donut chunks in there. Almost done on the donut chunks, which is kind of crazy. I want 3 bomb arrows. Thank you very much. 3. Cool. That'll cost 6 gunpowder, which is all we have. Can't be bothered to sleep at the moment. I feel ya. I've had those moments. Yeah. I'll be in bed thinking about how I should really just be getting to sleep because I have school in the morning, and I'll be like, nah, Radom Streamies is streaming. I want to watch that instead. Hear the wasps. Also, fun fact, and you probably already knew this, it takes a guaranteed 8 hits to break a pine cone regardless of what you use. Meaning if you use a shield, a higher tier tool, it does not matter. 8 hits will always break the pine cone, no more, no less. Meaning, you can use whatever ever set up, you damn well please, to break it. Which means it is one of the safest resources to break in the game. It's also one of the most annoying because of how many hits it takes. Right. 8 hits anyways, even milk molars take the same amount of hits with tier 2 and above. They take 4 hits though, the milk molars. I'm sure that's what you meant, just, you know, forgot to mention it. But yeah, milk molars are the same. Candies are the same. Oddly enough, not salt though, which further differentiates them. I honestly feel like salt is the most underrated variant by the devs, which is strange because it's one of the most powerful in the game. This is embarrassing. Yeah. Okay, give me my 8 pollen. Or sorry, 4 pollen. That will give me 2 Shinobi Sneeze, which I need to craft a ton of this stuff in order to fill this chest right here. Hard stuff, I kind of figured. Tier 3 are mostly weak to salt and mantis. Yeah. I argue most tier 3s are weak to fresh, but I won't deny that a fat portion of them are definitely weak to salt, yeah. Right, let's actually count. So for tier 3 weak to fresh, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the next number, 8, and then we got 9, 10, I'm not counting you, 11, 12. We got 12 weak to salt, or sorry, weak to fresh. For salt, we got 1. The one element you're not weak to is sour. That's kind of crazy. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The number that comes after 8, 9, 10. It's 1 number less. That's actually a lot more than I thought it was. It's 1 number less. As for weak to spicy, we got 1, 2, 3. Goddamn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number that comes after. Okay. So, yeah, only 7 of them are weak to spicy. As for weak to sour, we got 1, 2. Ooh. Ooh. 3, 4, 5, 6. Literally just 6. Sour is the least potent element in this game. That's crazy. So, yeah, if you ever wondered what the most useful element is, it's fresh Yeah, those are the only 3 useful ones. It is useful against every orc, don't get me wrong, but like, how many times are you actually fighting orcs? Let's be real here. When are you ever realistically fighting orcs? Almost never. And you can just as easily use the base variant of a weapon. Like, use what the base variant of that creature is weak to, and it will yield the exact same results. Oh yeah, there's way more weak to sour. Bees are a pretty notable example. Alright. Okay, dude. Can I jump? I would love it if I would have the capacity to have basic locomotive functions. Why did we respawn? Go fuck yourself. Can we genuinely piss off? Yes, bees are weak to sour and grounded too. That is a surprising fact I didn't realize until recently. Because I had to come up with basically my loadout, because before the update, the patch, as I will call it, came out, you could only fully upgrade 4 weapons. So I was like, okay, well, if I can only upgrade 4 weapons, I gotta make these 4 weapons count. Now, I chose the Wolfsbane daggers because they're my favorite. I know they suck. I don't care. They're my favorite. Never knew that, yeah. To be fair, when are you actually fighting bees in Grounded 2? They're almost useless. Kind of like in this game. I'm gonna be real. How are you still following? But yeah, pretty much half, or no. I want to say like 30% of the cast is weak to each element. Pretty much. I'm pretty sure spicy is the least common element to be weak to. Rarely? What do you mean by rarely? What are we saying rarely to? Yeah, a lot more creatures are weak to sour and grounded too. A lot. Oh, that's an unpatched thing. Invisible barrier. Thought grounded got rid of those. Oh well. But yeah, the notable enemies that are weak to sour and grounded too are the whatchamacallit, the earwigs. Earwigs are pretty damn notable. I want to say that's pretty much it. Earwigs. There's not really much more that I could, like, name off the top of my head that's actually important. Which is kind of sad. A bunch of miscellaneous enemies are too, but also in the garden area, one orc transmitter has, yeah, it has an earwig mini boss. A female one specifically, a whipper. I will say though, sour is the only useful element against roaches. Not because the roaches are weak to it, but because roaches are resistant to the other 2 variants of element. They are resistant to both, whatchamacallit, spicy and fresh. Yeah. Okay, guess I'm going up to deal with these waspies. Yeah, Are you a drone? I think... Oh my god, you are. That's a disaster. Well, wish me luck. Damn, I killed them fast. The other one on the arch looks fun. Seeing that it's guarded by orc bees and orc wasps. Yeah. Oh, thank the high heavens. Now you gotta wish me luck. Okay. Ow. High defense wasp as well. Yeah. Imagine. Nah. Well, one can dream on gold cards. One can dream. We can make that. Yeah. Wasps are annoyed by me. Wasp hive should be disturbed. Why is the wasp hive not disturbed? This is cringe. Okay. Let's go to other creatures. Boom, bam. I got so many damn legs. I can craft 1, 2. And then for bomb arrows, how many do I have? I think we'd just be able to craft 1. We're getting there on pine cones, that's for sure. What else? Could deposit. You. go ahead and reduce all of the trinkets to smithereens. Right? Cool. Got all of that. Quite glad I kept all of my salty stuff now, because that made that a breeze. Oh yes it did. I thought wasps would be difficult to take down. They are in fact quite the opposite. Only thanks to this build. Would not be possible without it, I'll tell you that much. Billy Hog. Let me gobble your hog. Okay. Man, had to block off this entire wall to ensure they don't kind of take a sneaky shortcut. Eyeball emoji indeed. I swear to heck, these ants, they need to get a life, get a job, you know? They need to apply for a job application because they are cringe. Okay? Consume. Yes. It is true though. Wait a minute. No, it's not. Wait. What did I say? I completely forgot what I told to get a job application. I have dementia. It's confirmed. No. Guys, am I becoming senile? Is it happening? Oh, days. To be honest, at least this is cheering me up. That's good. Glad I could cheer you up. I almost stuttered there. That's diabolical. Not only am I going senile, I'm having a stroke as well. Getting old in style. Am I right, fellas? It's so dumb. Cookie sandwich sounds nice. Yes, they do. It's got to be a good cookie sandwich, though. Ice cream sandwiches, though. Oh, those hit the spot. Unlike this parkour. Parkour has never hit the spot for me. Stutter a lot as well. That's fair. I think a lot of people do. The thing that always makes it worse, though, at least for most, I, for some reason, can actually get this under control. I don't know how, given the fact I am neurodivergent. But, pointing it out always makes it worse for most. Which, I mean, makes sense. Can I? Also, Oh, grounded. What are we on about? Also, if you didn't know, you can take the route I just did to pretty much just ignore 50% of the creatures there. Which is quite nice. And by 50%, I mean all of them. That would actually be 100%. But I failed in basic math class, so... I didn't actually fail in basic math class. I got an 86% in functions despite failing the exam, so... I wouldn't call that a fail. It's almost a fail by university standards, though, which is kind of scary. Infused, though, simple. Yeah, that's fair. Infused creatures are pretty simple. You just gotta actually take them seriously. And the most important thing is to never fight them when you also have something that can stagger along with them. If there is something that can stagger them, or stagger you, sorry, while you're fighting an infused creature, you are pretty much cooked. Then again, it also depends on the infusions, because, like, half luck of the draw, 100%. That is exactly it. It just depends on what infusions you get. If you get good infusions, you are cooking. If you get horrible infusions and you get bummed, I guess you get fucked. You get cooked. See if the charcoal is respawned. I would bet not, but always nice to check. Yeah, it is not. That's okay. You get sent to an early grave. Yes. Instead of getting sent 6 feet under, you get sent 600 feet under. Given the fact you are over 100 times smaller, metric-wise. You might find this confusing, but New Game Plus IBM was easier than New Game Plus 4. What stage were you at, though? Like, under what context? If we're talking absolute difficulty, given you get everything, then yeah, that makes 0 sense. Unless we're counting experience. Because that could actually factor in here. You being more experienced might be the reason why that was easier, and that would make perfect sense. Peter News. I'm having a stroke, guys, if you couldn't tell. I beat her first try on a New Game Plus 5. Yeah. It was kind of like me with my New Game Plus 3 Infected Broodmother. On, what was it, New Game Plus 2? It took me 6 hours of straight attempts to get the kill. But on New Game Plus 3, as soon as I actually started taking the fight seriously, I beat it second try. And by that, I mean I beat it second try all in all. The only reason I died was because... Can I... Oh, barely. But the only reason I didn't beat it first try was because I fumbled the 5-hit combo in the first phase. I'm not even kidding. I actually fumbled the 5-hit combo in the first phase. We don't talk about my attempts. Hey, this is a safe place. If it makes you feel any better, me being arguably top 3 best grounded players in the world, I took well over 100+ attempts to beat the New Game Plus 2 Masochist Infected Broodmother. I beat her first try on New Game Plus 1, for context. Sometimes you just have those days, and they're ugly, and we don't want to talk about them, and so we don't. Can I? Reasonable. You gotta remember, too, we're not just dealing with a regular-ass infected broodmother, because I think that's the thing a lot of people just forget. They beat themselves up over not being able to instantaneously kill something that, let's be realistic here, most people physically will never even be able to kill. Like the days I'm having at the moment, I don't want to talk about, yeah. Dude, I had days where I physically could not kill the base infected broodmother. And I mean, like, recently. Somehow fumbled one regular infected broodmother. On the difficulties I'm playing, there should be zero excuse for that. But hey, they happen. Because we have our ups, we have our downs. There is no avoiding that. Chat. If I were to go in here on a scale to 1 to 10, how cooked am I? How cooked am I? Oh my. Oh, she has the literal worst possible infusion she can. Oh no. Oh no. I miss a single parry on the 5-hit combo. I am cooked. Oh, hell no. Chat, something tells me I will not make it out of there alive if I tried. Is that something correct? Hell no. Hell no is pretty much the most reasonable response you can have to that. Well, you're cooked. Shockwave will fuck you right up. Yeah. What is this? Wait, did it say tier 4? No, it said tier 3. I thought it said tier 4 for a second because it was infused. God damn it. Also, where would you scale infused variants compared to their normal counterparts? Like, would you put them 1 tier above? Because that's personally what I do. Is I put them 1 tier above. Ooh, treasure. Please just be a treasure chest. You're stinky. That is such a dumb insult. Depends on the infusions. That's actually, yeah, that's fair. Honestly, absolutely everything difficulty-wise about New Game Plus is about the infusions. Now, here's an interesting thought question for you. What infusion do you think absolutely everybody says is lethal as hell, but is actually not even remotely close to lethal? If you know how to deal with it. I'll go first. I don't think the spicy element is that bad. I personally think spicy is pretty much the easiest one of the infusions to deal with, period. What about you? And I mean, like, just in general. We're not taking enemies into account, just the raw effect itself. Spicy is easy. Another is Venom. Yeah. To be fair, I don't think a lot of people say Venom is too lethal, but I definitely do hear people saying that Venom is mighty lethal, which is just, like, I mean, I guess, if you forget how to heal. Otherwise, Venom is actually very easy. It's the only one that can be mitigated with a bandage, no problem. On higher New Game Pluses, anyways. On lower New Game Pluses, a bandage will not suffice. Almost done on chocolate. That's cool. Yeah, spicy. My reasoning for saying that spicy is probably the easiest infusion to deal with, and yes, I genuinely do believe that, is because if you just block at any stage of the spicy, it doesn't matter if you've been hit with a spicy debuff or not. If you block at any point, it physically cannot harm you. And even worse, if you get hit on a two-hander only challenge, you can parry the spicy damage. So it can't even hurt you, even if it does hurt. It's also the only effect that can be parried with two-handers, regardless of the circumstance, that will, like, actually be reasonable to parry. Because obviously Sour can be parried by two-handers, but... How the fuck do you parry the Sour Orbs? Speaking of, while I do think Sour is one of the worst effects, worst three is Sour, Shockwave. Worst three Sour, Shockwave, third your opponent. Yeah, that's honestly fair. My worst, I think Sour isn't the worst, but it is one of the worst. I say, personally, I think it's second worst. Mostly because you can end up in the scenarios where if you get hit, it just hits you for an infinite amount of damage and you just combust. So it's different. Yeah. It's different every time. Sometimes it's like it'll hit you 5 times and deals 0 damage. Other times it'll kill you in less than a single millisecond. And that fluctuation, as much as it makes it difficult, it also makes it equally as undifficult. That is not a word. Shockwave, though. Shockwave, regardless of the circumstance, will always be mighty lethal. Old Sour was 100% the most lethal effect. Because it hit through shields. It also knockbacked. Like, basically, Old Sour was a combination of Venom, Shockwave, Mint, and, the Koi Fish attack. Like, it had no right being as strong as it was. Unblockable, unavoidable. If you got hit, you were guaranteed to die. And if you didn't get hit, you were still pretty much guaranteed to die. Because the Sour would appear anyways. It hits so much more rapidly, too, which made it so much worse. Worst rooms to get is... Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. The Mount room, or even worse. Honestly, I think Sour, assuming you mean, like, sour just in general. Like, once the sour orb has appeared, what's the worst? I personally think any colony area is the worst. Because there's, like, you get pretty much this amount of space, and the way that sour works is it works based off how much it can touch, right? So, in this small space, it's going to be touching everything super quick, which means it's going to be proccing super quick. Meaning that, ironically enough, red worker ants are actually the most lethal creatures with sour. I'm not even kidding. Crazy, but true. Bomb arrows. Yeah, tunnels bounce around, absolutely. Although, honestly, if I'm gonna be real here, the worst user of all time, period, of the sour effect is 100% the 1.4 Mantis. OG New Game Plus Mantis was a force to be reckoned with. That's just not very nice. I know they die quick as well. Yeah. This Weevil, man. Holy. Dude, tell me about it. I'm one of the 2 people in the entire world. Okay? One of the 2 people in the entire world that has ever and will ever kill that thing on New Game Plus 10 WoW mode. Mostly because she isn't a thing anymore, which y'all better be fucking thankful for. Me and C Dinky are the only 2 people that ever beat it, and we complained our asses off to Insidian. Y'all better be thankful for it. But yeah. Dude. Yeah, that Mantis was just I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I had an entire week straight of attempts, about 6 hours a day, every day. The fight lasts about 10 minutes, right? So, I won't even reach New Game Plus 10. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, let's do the math here. We have 6 hours a day, so 6 times 60 for an entire week. Each one takes about 10 minutes to kill. That's 252 attempts, back to back, okay? 252 attempts. You want to guess how many of those were my fault? Do you want to guess how many attempts were actually my fault as a lack of skill? I'll tell you how many. 4. I died 248 times because the game just decided I get to lose. What? Oh my god. Like, in what world is this an okay metric for times of unfair deaths? The only reason I remember how many times I actually died fairly was because they were so few and they were so refreshing that I actually cherished a death where I lost to pure skill alone. I cherished it because it never happened. Oh, I know. It's like, it's so bad. It is actually so bad. You want to know how many attempts it took me to beat the infected broodmother which was a 30-minute long fight, by the way, hitless, it took me 10 attempts. 10! This took me 253! If that doesn't go ahead and show the difficulty imbalance, I don't know what does. Actually, so fucking dumb. It's so bad. And that just... 2 just fell onto the map. That's wild. Okay, I did. I didn't get the Valentine's fortune anyways. Why are you pushing my cookie around? Don't touch my buns. And certainly don't touch the cream inside of my buns. Rip indeed. Yeah, yeah, that moment emotionally changed me. That's honestly a pretty fair reaction to what I just said, I'm not gonna lie. It is a pretty sussy thing to say. Also, how did I somehow perfectly fumble all 3 fresh cookie sandwich chunks? Why does my cat sound like he's drowning underwater whenever he meows? What? He sounds like he's playing Subnautica. What infusions? That's diabolical. I don't know, doesn't sound like a cat. Oh. Come on. You ain't running, bitch. You did not get to try and fuck up my life 5 billion different times and then expect to get away with it. No. Not this time. Sounds like a newborn baby. That's wild. But also pretty true. Dude, where did the food go? Like, genuinely. The food just disappeared. What? Okay, dude. I give up. I genuinely give up. That's crazy. Disappeared from existence. Yeah, and then it reappeared. It was fabricated by raw science, clearly. I don't know what else to say. Anything else is just an inaccurate guess. Obviously. I cannot be the only one who thought I saw an infused Weevil for a second there. Why are there so many weevils? I was about to say, you better not be infused. Because if you were, I was going to touch you with this goddamn club, and you were not going to like it. Bash your skull in. I would have done. Bashed your skull in, I would have. My cat is trying to make origami out of a rug. Have we got nothing better to do? How does one make origami out of a rug? This must be analyzed. This must be studied, as my friend will say. And it's doing backflips. Okay. Has your apple ever done backflips? Because if not, you have not seen a real apple. Okay? It's that plain and simple. I don't know how else to tell you this. Your apple's not a real apple if it's not doing backflips, obviously. Cat, with all due respect, stop flying underwater. Okay. I only have 6 more weevil jerky. I only have to jerk a weevil 6 more times. Don't say that out of context. Damn, I need a lot more Smoochie's chunks. Luckily, I'm going to get a lot more Smoochie's chunks. Okay. Wow. It is, pretty much. I thought there was something supposed to be there. I was like, what? Pretty much, it is time for me to go on a ant murder spree. Luckily, I got the most goated spicy trinket of all time. This one right here. Which is great. Now, I have to go ahead and fix my mutation loadout. Guard dog is useless here, but ant annihilator is useful. Sharpshooter would definitely help, right? I need Bard's Bow. I need neither of these. I don't need you either. Bard's Bow, Sizzle Striker, Spicy Katana. Okay. As for the arrows, I'm going to stick with Splinter. Alright. Splinter deals the most damage. And I only need it close range, so I don't need high potency. Just consistency. Okay. Got both. Cool. Let's kill some damn worker ants. The first one I encounter is infused. That's wild. And that is exactly why we use Samurai along with that. Because it's goated. Okay. Oh my... Okay. Yeah, we just one tap. That's cool. That's alright. That's all it takes? I'm sorry? Dude, get your bitch ass over here. So, like, you want deduper jelly? Because this is the one way to get it. I'll tell you that right now. The hammer away, too. I also don't really need 4 canteens. Just do that to save up on space. Cool. 56 from basically killing nothing is kind of crazy, I can't lie. You. basis of your existence. Oh my! Get out. Why is there a larva here? Nobody cares about your existence. That's not what I did. Get out. You're not even supposed to spawn here. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Now, any other quote-unquote clever infected larvae that I need to take care of? Yep. You could just not do any of that. You could just cease to exist. That would be greatly appreciated. I love not having stamina. It is my favorite thing in the world, truly. Huh? Can I pull out the right weapon when I pull out the right weapon for one? And for two, can the ants just not make up attacks out of thin air? I don't believe I'm asking for much here. I need to get rid of these. Cool. You still alive, King Mant? No, this isn't exactly the most riveting gameplay in the world. All of them asleep? Like, where are they? I think King Mant might have fallen asleep, which is a good thing. What? Huh? I'm pretty sure I already have that, but I'm gonna check it just to make sure. That sucks. Incoming additional 6 deduper jelly. We got arcane and fresh damage at best. And we got arcane and sour damage at best too. Effortless arrows does sound a bit better though. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Swap them. It's marginally better. But hey, I'll take marginally better over not better at all. Any day of the week. Sorry, but you're not her. Or have you ever been? Okay, so who do we think we are? I'm going to assume that that is the leather that finished. Yep. Come on. Nice. Perfect. Ow. Come on. Yes. Dead. Beautiful. I'm gonna go back again. Damn, I'm getting a lot. really need to be on the lookout for more Fury trinkets. Speaking of, the easiest way to do that is to do that. It'll literally generate them for us. Hmm? Oh, infused one up ahead. We'll just do now. Oh, I still got time. You gotta be kidding. Only I can get them both in sync. Give me stamina! That's actually diabolical. Both of them live. Oh, damn. Now, if I could not get 2 infused workers at the exact same time, that would be great. It's like, that has got to be some of the most dis I've ever seen. Involving ants. Get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to run. Oh. I love missing every shot, man. It's my favorite thing in the world. It's a soldier ant I hear. But where? Not enough. Give me half a second of a break, please. You did not hear what I just said. Nor did you. Give me a second to recover. I'm not asking for much here. Just a little bit of downtime. Well, the confused one's taken care of. That's a plus. guess. You get out. That's what I'm concerned about. Why do all of them have high defense? Like, what is this? How am I perfectly missing every single attack? How are we this quick? Yo, like... Oh my god. That's fucking terrible. We cannot be this quick. Fattest pussy I've ever seen. You call that defending your colony? No, 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 no. Get the fuck back here. I swear to fuck. Why are you already running again? You're not even that low on health. Why am I slow? No, game, why am I slow? Get the fuck out of here. Why is there a stink bug there? They don't spawn there. And why are you still following? You're not allowed to follow me this far. You're not. I don't know how else to tell you this. You dumb fuck. You're not allowed to follow me this far. And you... How are you stunned? On what metric did you have to get stunned? They're just coming back now. I'm not playing your stupid little fucking games. I am killing you with precision. Nothing more, nothing less. Get out. I... Oh wow, look at me, I'm a worker ant. The most powerful thing in existence. Clearly. That's also not the weapon I just had out. So we are also just flat out lying about what weapons I use. That's wild. Could have swore I saw an infused one, but okay. Maybe it was just a figment of my imagination. Who knows? I am mentally cuckoo at this point. Would not surprise me. Oh, that's actually kind of good. Oh, that's actually kind of good. Hell yeah. That's kind of ass. Hell nah. That's real ass. You're good. Asinine. Terrible. Terrible. You're the goat. Plus unarmed attack. Oh, I need that. Terrible. Okay. Well, that's that. Done for the day. Got a new good trinket out of that. That's gonna be the final stage for my moldy matriarch build. I'll go ahead and repair you for the funsies. Well, I will give you one thing before the day ends, chat. We'll give you one thing. I did say it would happen. So, it'll happen. Okay, so why are we lying, game? Why are we lying? Apparently, I did not piss them off enough. That's tragic. A dick-touching story, truly. That's fucking terrible, man. That is terrible. Okay, that should be more than enough to cover for the last little bit of the slurries we need. Cool. It's more than enough for that, and then some. I will trash these, however. Terrible. That's actually extremely good. Oh, that is actually extremely good for the vinyl defense. What the hell? Goated. You are the one weapon I need upgraded. Oh, no, you're not. You are the weapon I need upgraded. Actually, I could reroll the quests and get nothing easier, in fact, much harder quests. That's kind of crazy. $17 of those. Cool. That's enough for another upgrade on you. I'm gonna need level 13 on this thing in order to realistically down Schmector. Right? Yeah. That's gonna be that. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked the stream, like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. And for those of you watching the VODs, peace.